out to destroy this man. They have been from day one, and they're willing to lie again to accomplish this.
You know, if it wasn't your show, Sean, they would destroy him absolutely. You're the difference between Donald J. Trump and Richard Nixon.
It's becoming increasingly clear as the impeachment inquiry continues that Fox News is playing a major role in the president's defense. As Greg Sargent lays out in the Washington Post, quote, rank and file Republicans who watch Fox News are far more loyal to Trump than those who do not. A recent poll from the Public Religion Research Institute finds that of Republicans who cite Fox News as their primary news source, a whopping 98% oppose impeaching and removing Trump, compared to just 90% of non-Fox citing Republicans. And 55% of primarily Fox-watching Republicans say there is almost nothing the president could do to lose their approval, while only 29% of non-Fox citing Republicans feel the same way. Of course, Fox News makes no secret of where its loyalties lie. Listen to this exchange from Fox and Friends from this morning.
Lindsey Graham, who's going to be going over to the White House today, I think, says this. What's missing in the impeachment push is a coordinated effort to put somebody in charge of developing a message and delivering it. I think that has to be corrected. You're doing the best you can. Hogan and others doing the best you can. But could you use some help?
You know, I think we could use some help from the Democrats, and if we could see what it is we're trying to fight, we would be able to message it a little better. It's hard to message anything that's going on behind closed doors and in secret.
Okay, so as we discussed, it's not actually happening in secret. Joining me now is someone who watches all of this very closely. Angelo Carusone is the president and CEO of Media Matters. Angelo, it's not going on in secret. I think we have to correct that every time it happens. It's a closed-door hearing, exactly the same kind that the Republicans had on Benghazi, with Republicans in the room alongside Democrats.
That's right. Thank you for doing that.
There's no secret about this.
It's not secret at all.
However, Fox should be able to clarify that as well. But you heard the Fox anchors saying that to the president's press secretary. So
that's right.
They are reinforcing the stuff that the White House is putting out there.
Absolutely. And they're also creating the larger conditions. And I think some of that was referenced in that piece where 50% say there's nothing he can do. If you take that one step deeper, what they're really saying is that the ends justify the means, right? So you make the process illegitimate so that no matter what happens, there can't really be any consequences for it. And it's important to keep in mind that this is actually the reason why Fox News was built. I mean, when Roger Ailes was beginning it, the whole idea was that it would prevent what happened to Richard Nixon from ever happening again to a Republican president.
So what Geraldo said to Sean Hannity is actually kind of true.
That's exactly right. And it's in plain sight because it's not actually a secret for Fox News. This was actually their mission statement or their founding document, the way that any organization would start from sort of a core principle or a core critique. This was actually the product. Right after the Nixon resigned from the threats of impeachment, Roger Ailes put together the original memo that later became Fox News in 20 decades.
So let me ask you this. In 2 or 3 weeks when these things become public and the process falls into the background because the substance now is all we're going to be discussing. Will those Fox viewers, the people who primarily cite Fox as their main source of news, will they know that has happened?
No, they won't. And if they do, they won't really believe any of the outcomes or the conclusions. And there'll actually be a larger effect of that because when we talk about the Fox audience, we really have to talk about the larger political and information landscape because now those lies are out there. And there's a reason why Donald Trump has more support right now to remain or be the Republican nominee than he did 2 years ago and even last year. It's actually increasing because those people then go out and evangelize the lies, as well as the support for Trump and the larger umbrella policy.
So I've got a number of articles from Media Matters in front of me. Bill Taylor testified the other day, the head of the U.S. mission in Ukraine. It says, following Bill Taylor's damning testimony, right-wing media work to defend Trump and discredit Taylor. You would think it's hard to discredit Taylor or Marie Yovanovitch or Laura Cooper. These are lifers. They're what some people will call the deep state. They are not political people.
That's right. And I would point out that, and let me just give you the mechanics of what this looks like. Since all of this impeachment stuff first started the second week of September, Trump has said 837 tweets about it. 50% of them have been Fox News related. Okay. I mean, that's
meaning he's quoting Fox News or he's retweeting.
That's
somebody.
Right. So I mean, 400 of them have been about impeachment, and 50% of them have been Fox News related. So it is the engine that is driving the misinformation. So to your point about Bill Taylor, many of those tweets were undermining the credibility there, right? So that is how you then take that kernel of misinformation, amplify it, recycle it, and then it becomes conventional wisdom or the norms.
Angelo, good to see you. Thank you for joining us tonight, Angelo Carson.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.